Hello everybody, welcome back to Expedition Homestead. Today we've got an awesome opportunity to work with this elderberry shrub, so I'm going to show you guys how to propagate it, as that's what we're doing now. I haven't propagated elderberry in a few years, but it's one of the easiest things to do. Alongside willow trees, they're actually one of the easiest plants that you can propagate and grow. This shrub also has some incredible medicinal benefits, which is why it is among the top list of mine of plants that you should be propagating at home. So propagation of this is very, very simple. You're going to want to do this either late fall, early winter, or early spring, late spring. Right now we've had daily temperatures ranging around 45 to 50 degrees or so. So maybe a little bit later than we want to, but the buds are just coming out of here if you look closer. So this is acceptable for it. It is maybe a little bit better off if they're just barely poking through yet, but they're gonna grow just fine here. The way we're gonna propagate this is pretty simple. You could really take a cutting that is this size of about a pencil if you would like to, or you can take larger cutting like this. But the important part is that you have two growth nodes on the plant. So right here where these leaves are coming out, that's a growth node. We want to have at least two of those that can be either covered with soil or put in water. I want to show you guys a nice close-up view of what these cuttings look like so it can be a little bit more distinguished for you. You can take cuttings that are about 1/2 inch like this or 3/8 of an inch, but the main thing is that you take off these bottom two sets because you're going to want to plant this either in soil or have it covered in water up to this point. Now, these leaves that are on here currently might dry up a little bit when you're in this process, but don't worry, just let the plant do its thing. If you have the smaller cuttings, the process is going to be the same thing. You want to get at least two growth nodes areas underwater or in the soil. You can grow this both ways. If you were to put it in soil, very simply, take off those bottom growth areas, and you're going to do the same thing with water. Actually, this first step is the same. If you've got a thicker branch or a smaller branch, take off all the leaves from the bottom portion. I'm going to do a little bit of pruning on this other one just because I don't want too many areas of transpiration where we might have water evaporating out of it. But what I would do with this one here now is just take this and plant it in soil about this deep. Keep it nice and moist for 2.5 weeks. You should have roots by that point. I recommend growing it in a pot at that stage so it's easier to control the amount of water that you have going in and out of the system. Compared to in soil, it's going to be a little bit harder to amend the soil that you want to. If you are sticking these cuttings in water, you should see roots come out in about a week or 2 weeks as well. Make sure that you change out the water of your jar every week so it doesn't get stagnant and start to rot. But off of this single tree here, there's another cutting, there's another cutting, there's another cutting, and then off of this one, I could also take another one here. So essentially, in about 3 weeks, we're gonna have 6 new shrubs growing just like that. So you can do that throughout this entire plant. You can do it with thicker ones that are, again, 3/8 of an inch. You don't want to go much more than about 1/2 an inch. They have a hard time with, again, the water transpiration, so they start to dry out a little bit. But the ideal way that everybody says you should do is look for pieces that are about a pencil size. So more of the newer growth that just came in last year are going to be a little bit quicker to root out than some of the bigger ones. But besides that, it's really simple. I will definitely give you guys an update video on these as we're growing them to show you how they are growing, and then if we have any problems as well. But in the past, I've never had problems growing elderberry cuttings. Very simple process. If you have any questions, make sure you comment down below. But the biggest thing is that you want to take these during a semi-dormant period of their growth. So late fall or early spring, you can do those. And then just keep them outside if you want to. As long as it doesn't get below 35 degrees, you can grow them outside. If you grow them inside in your indoor temperatures, say anywhere from 65 to 75 degrees, they will grow a little bit faster. but they don't have to take up the space inside. If you want to, you can grow them outside as well. So with that being said, I want to thank you all so much for watching. I hope you guys get some awesome elderberries growing on your own, and we'll see you in the next episode. All right, so kind of show you, for instance, this is what I'm gonna do with these. Just stuff them up in here, let them grow for about 3 weeks, 3.5 weeks. After that point, I'll just take them out of this, dump it all out in the ground. The roots would have just started. In most cases, they're gonna be about 1.5 to 2 inches long. And then I can get these all growing in their respective locations. I just choose to do it this way because it's easier managing one thing. I'm just keeping this constantly wet, so watering it basically every single day. But if you wanted to put it in separate containers to make it easier for the transplanting process later, you could definitely do that as well. I will say, for rooting hormone, I usually don't use rooting hormone with elderberry, and I've had them grow just fine. A lot of people will say that you need rooting hormone. You really don't. If anything, if you get yourself some willow water, if you don't know how to make that, search my channel for some willow water tips and tutorials as well, by the way. But otherwise, we're just gonna let these bad boys grow in here for a little bit. They're gonna make it home just fine as we're out on the road traveling, and we will be giving you guys updates, of course, along the way.